Hey guys, Jeffries here and welcome back to Cities in Motion 2. We are over here at Tram Square ready to start with a brand new episode, and as you know, today is Friday, which means it's big build day. Now we did do a big build on Monday. We did the Centurion line, which is still over here. It is still in existence at the moment, although I have scaled it back slightly. Let me see if I can find you a train. Here we go. I've changed the trains. We've now got the City T13s as the trains. They actually look very, very nice on this line, and the numbers, they're a bit more realistic. These still are transporting quite a lot of people. The line itself has transported 62,000 and it is in profit, and I said as long as it's in profit then I will deem it a success. So on that note, this is still a successful line. I'm going to start working on the overground tramways again though, which is why we started over at Tram Square. There's nothing really wrong with them. It's not like they're broken and they need fixing. But I was just having a think the other day about some of the methods we've used to get vehicles in and out of the depot. And my favourite method is the method that we actually have for the hub link systems, which is the loop system. So if I show you an example really quickly, hub link 2. In fact, this is hub link 4, I believe. Yeah, hub link 4 and also the end of hub link 1. It has this kind of blinking eye kind of formation, where it's got the big circle here, and then in this case it has two lines branching off it, but for most examples it only has one on this side, and then on this side it has this line that branches off and actually goes up to the depot. And I was thinking, this is a really good system of getting trains in and out quite efficiently. This can actually handle 3 trains quite easily. It can handle 2 hub link 4 trains at any one time, plus the hub link 1 train. And there's sometimes a little bit of queuing going on, but overall it works. The system works brilliantly, and the passenger numbers are spread out evenly between the 2 lines, and just everything in general works really, really great. So I was thinking, how can I incorporate that into my already busy tram network? And then I realised something. A few episodes ago I was moaning about these junctions here and how they're traffic light controlled, which means that tram distribution is a little bit affected by having to wait at these traffic lights at times. And the real reason is because this road is, it's a road. Cars use it as well as buses and trams, and I can live with that. But I do remember saying that there was one junction that didn't have that problem, and that's this junction here, because as you can see, it's still got a bus avenue on this side, and I was talking about building an actual tram line down here. But very, very recently an idea hit me. What if I actually use this to create the loop system that I've been looking for my trams? So let's show you what I mean. If we stretch this out like this, now we don't want this to be traffic light controlled, this junction, so I'm going to replace this section here and this section here with normal streets, but with parking spaces at the sides. You can see that gets rid of the traffic lights, and I can do that for quite a lot of these junctions. So let me just replace this avenue as well, and I'll show you another little technique I've got on my sleeve to deal with this junction here. And we're going to keep building this, let's say a couple more streets along. We'll have one like that, and then actually, yeah, I think that one will do for an end. That's a good way to end it. Now for this street here, my idea is to have a flyover. So apparently I can't bulldoze that because I don't own it, but I'll fix that in a second. What was it, 3x3? So we're going to go 1, 2 above, along to about there, and then 1, 2 down. I'm going to rebuild the tram tracks back in, and this is so the Ruby line can carry on operating. Now the Ruby line is one that I don't really want to change up too much, because it actually works quite nicely as it is. There doesn't seem to be much wrong with the Ruby line, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I've always been taught. Therefore, it won't be changed. I like it the way it is, therefore it should be staying the way it is. However, all the other tram lines, as I said, they're not really broken, they don't need this treatment, but I just like the idea of it because I think it will improve things overall. Nothing really has been going wrong with this system. Nothing's really been jumping out as having to be changed immediately. I just think it's something that that I could do, really. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, and I'm time wasting at the moment because I'm still trying to find the right pieces of road to actually replace these. There we go. So we've got the avenue system set up here. We're going to lose a lot more buildings because of this, but I think you guys have come to realise that happens quite a lot in this series now, so we won't be getting too upset over that. Right, I think that's about the kind of length that I want. Oh, no, maybe a bit shorter. You can see where I'm going with this. I think there, maybe? Is that just about right? Ooh. That's mean. That is very mean. Look how close that is. And yet I can build it on this side, just not on this side. Ah, hang on. I might know why. Got to make that a little bit longer. I might have to delete this other road to actually fit this in. Yeah. Okay. I didn't really want to do that, but it forced my hand. Where's the closest I can actually get this? About there. Hopefully I can fit in everything that I want to now. So I want to put that in like that. Although I've got more room now. So actually I can put this a full train's length. Like that. And then I can put this in. Across there. Like that. Now let's select this pathway. We're going to go across like this, and then we're going to go across to here like that. If we build, can't do that one. Try that again. Get rid of some more of these roads. In fact, let's replace this one with a path, but not there. This is difficult. I don't like this. See, we go across the back like that, and then we can go as far as here, and then we can go up. Something like that, and then this one we can go along to there, and then that one can go up. It's better, I suppose. Right. We want another depot there, and another depot. In fact, I can spread these out a bit more. So put that one there. And then fit another one halfway between these two. So there like that. And then I can fit one more. There, like that. Go back to avenues. Got to cram these in. Straight line like that. Here, straight line like that. And then here, straight line like that. Tram tracks. Now this is a big build. I said this at the start, today's big build day, but this is a big build. This is humongous, what we're working on here today. It is a massive project. But I'm looking forward to seeing the results. I feel like this is something that was really... I'm going to keep stressing. Didn't have to be done, but I'm glad it has been done. Delete. That's what I wanted to do. I'm glad it's being done now, because it gives me something to do on a Friday episode, and it is something that I have been looking at for quite some time now, thinking about how I could go about it. And because I owe you guys this week for lack of episodes last week, I figured why not. Now's as good a time as any. And the system works. Even with the way I've built the Centurion line, that one works too. And it works very, very nicely. The way that the trains are dispatched, the way they go around the circuit, and the way they return to base, it all works very, very well. And I am very pleased with it. So, might as well try it out on the rest of the tram system. And it means that the trams start a little bit closer to the square now. I think if the lines actually start at the square, it gives a better opportunity for the trams to disperse before they go into their separate lines. I feel like that's a good opportunity for them as well. We are going to have to double up slightly with trams en route. Like I said, the Ruby line is going to remain untouched. We got the clockwise and the anti-clockwise. They run through the middle of Tram Square, so that's not a problem. We can live with that. The maroon line I think I might also leave alone, because that runs through a city auto section as well. So again, I think that one's probably better off not being touched also. But as for the rest, yeah, I think we could do something about this. Now, one other thing I'm keen to change is these tram stops here. I think, actually, these should be bus stops, and we should just have a little bus line that loops around from here all the way around these outer stops. So I think I should put the bus stops in now, just to remind myself of that. Otherwise I will forget, because I am that kind of person. So we want one there. We want one down here somewhere. I'm going to put it... If I put them level with the tram ones, then that should help me remember... Oh, we got one here anyway. That's good. I must remember what line that's for, actually. Doesn't seem familiar to me. That one I do remember. Oh, God. Flew past where I wanted to be then. So we want one there, and then we want one more here. Now, I don't think the ruby line is affected by these. No, but the maroon line is. So, I think the first one we should actually work on is maroon, just to get rid of these two stops. So it's this one here, 214. So let's do that one actually. Let's just take them out here from the maroon line, because the rest we're redoing anyway, so that's fine. So stop number 214. I didn't see a 214. Oh, there it is. 214. That one. Taken out. What's this one up here? Is it going to be something nice like 215? It is. 215. Taken out. This one here is 168. And there it is. Easy as that. And then it runs up north, onto the road and away. So the maroon line no longer stops at these three stops. Fantastic. The ruby line comes from over here. Both ruby lines come from over here. They run straight through the heart of Tram Square, and then they run out and up this way. So they don't need to be changed. Ruby line completely untouched. They're absolutely spot on, 100% perfect. And actually making us quite a lot of money, as you can see by the number of people waiting at these stops. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I think the next one to get the treatment should be... Tricky. Tricky. I was hovering over the alizarin south then. But I think over here... I want to do one of these that just has one... That's ruby. So this is the... Ooh. Hang on. Okay, this one and this one are the ruby line. So really I should take out the crimson line from this one, because then we can have it as the ruby and the maroon. So which way does the crimson line go? The crimson line... Aha! Well, this should be quite a nice easy one to do then. The crimson line. So we need to redo it completely from scratch. We're going to run this from our brand new depot up here. We're going to run not via any of these stops. No. First stop we're going to make is let me think. Do I want it to go this way? Ooh. Let's see, it runs south. It runs... Okay. We'll run it via its original stop. So this way. This way. Actually, do you know what? I need to make a small change to one of these lines. I'm going to take out this one. Don't worry, I'm going to put the tram tracks back. I just needed to change it so that... Yep, that's the change I needed to make. Now that one can go to there, and this one can go across like that. And now I need to do it with this side. So again, that one like that, and that one like that. There is a very valid reason why I've done this. Do not panic. I haven't lost it. Not that much anyway. Right, so that needs to go there, and then that one's already done, so it needs to go there, back to there, and then over to there. I've taken out the U-turns. You might have noticed the original route it was saying was through here and then do a U-turn. I didn't want it to do that, so I've now taken out that option completely. So now I can actually map this out and be happy with it. So this is going to go south, like so, all the way down like this. Oh, come on. Right, so we're going to have 4 different types of depot. We're going to have small vehicle, medium vehicle 1, medium vehicle 2, and large vehicle. And we're going to allocate them so that all the lines that only need small sized vehicles go to the small depot, and so on. You get the idea. Just so that we can actually have a bit more uniformity, if that's such a word, something that is a bit more regular about the system. Do I need waypoints? No, I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay. I don't mind it running around that way. There we go. Right. How many vehicles do I need? I need 11. So I'm going to buy 11 Livingston SCs. I'm actually going to buy 15. Just so we've definitely got enough. Now these should do loops. We might end up with a problem with it doing loops, but for now it should do loops. It means I can sell all these trams from here as well. Get rid of all of these. There we are. Again, Ruby line, doing well. Not going to touch it. Burgundy line. Another one that could do with the treatment, especially as it hasn't got line written after Burgundy. Oop, my spacebar didn't work. There we are. Yep, the Burgundy line. That'll be the next one to get this treatment. Because, again, it only needs small-sized vehicles. So we might as well do it with small-sized vehicles. Now that goes to this stop here. So we're going to have to change that up slightly. So we're going to go small depot. Which I've just gone way past. Miles and miles past. That's going to go from here, like that. Now I went to this top one. Which I think, yeah, that is still possible for it to get to. Yeah, straight south. Here, here, and just keep heading south. All the way south. Down to here, and then back north again. Now I need to work on the timetables of these as well, so that they segregate themselves when they depart, so we don't have like 5 vehicles leaving one depot at the same time, because that will cause massive problems as well. And believe me, we don't want that. So the Burgundy line and the thingy line, can't remember the name of it now. Crimson, that's the one. Right, so the Crimson line, these should be on the same timetable anyway, but I'm going to check just to make sure. So that's 10 till 5. This one is 10 till 5. But we're going to do this every half an hour afterwards. It's going to be 10:30 till 5:30. It's going to be 7:30 till 9:30. This one is going to be 6:30 till 7:30. That's a short time, just the hour. 6:30 till whatever this is, 9:30. And again, you get the idea. It's always easier to do the half hours first, and then you work on the quarter past and the quarter twos. Okay, so that's the second one to get the treatment. Now I'm going to do something that's a little bit rare for this series. I'm going to put a jump cut in, and the reason I'm going to do that is so I can actually finish this off camera without you guys having to sit for ages and ages and ages watching me do the same thing pretty much over and over again. So I am going to put a jump cut in. First thing I'm going to do before I do that is get 5 more of these vehicles. I should be able to operate at 2 less than the norm because these will loop round, so I should be able to get away with that. So yes, I'm going to put a loop. No, I'm not going to put a loop. I'm going to put a cut in here. When we come back, we will have not all of them done, but nearly all of them done. So you can watch me put the last one in, and then we know for sure that they're all working and just everything is how it should be. So I will see you guys in a very short second. Okay guys, so I am back, and basically we're done. Every single one of these has been completed. That was by accident. I was going to do the last one on camera, but without realising it, I actually managed to do every single one of these lines. I also discovered a really cool way of changing the depot that a line goes from, and I think that's something that someone told me in the comments from Monday's episode, and I didn't quite understand what they meant at first, whereas now I do. And it's an incredibly clever way of doing it. I can't believe I've never thought of doing it before, so I feel like a bit of an idiot for doing that, but I know it now, so thank you whoever that was. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but I don't want to guess in case I get it wrong and offend somebody, so thank you to whoever it was anyway. You've actually done me a massive favour by pointing that out, because it made me curious enough to actually check that out for myself, and because of that I now know that it is indeed possible. What you do, for those of you who don't know, to change the depot of a line, let's say I wanted to change the Burgundy line's depot. So you can see it's going to this one here at the moment. All you have to do is click this button here, the add stops button, and then the depot that you want it to then run from, and it does everything else for you. Keeps all of the stops in place. The only thing it changes is the depot, and it's actually very clever. Hopefully it does it in a way that it's still ooh, do you know what, I never actually thought of that. Does it change the stops orders, or does it still try and go to the first stop first? That's an interesting question. I might still have some work to do, but I'll have to do all that off camera. Let's see, this is the Rose line. Let me just get up the Rose line very quickly. So stop 643 is the first one on the list, and this is stop 643. Okay. So even though it goes to the right depot, it doesn't do the line properly. So I'm going to have to go and fix that at some point. And I can't actually remember how many lines I've done that with now. So that's quite annoying, but I'll have to do all that off camera. The last thing I want to do in today's episode, though, is to link up these bus stops that I placed earlier on in today's episode. So we have some bus depots. They are up here. All 3 of them are assigned, but we're going to make a 4th one just for the purposes of this. So let me I just want to make sure I've definitely got the route how I want it, because I want to make sure that all of these stops are actually connected, so passengers can transfer between them quite easily. So I'm going to put a bus stop, let's put one there. Is that a tram stop I just put down? Let me check that real quickly. Yes, it was, because I'm an idiot. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I'm just going to put my brain in gear. There we go. Right. Bus stop in place. So it'll come down here, run along here, connect up there. Now it needs to come this way and do the same thing. I'll put a bus stop here for that purpose. And then on the north side we need a bus stop here. Shall I put it? Yeah, there. Okay, and then all the rest, like this one doesn't need a bus stop, for example, so that's cool. That means it's done. Right, now to plot the route. I have no idea what I'm going to call this. I suppose I'll just call it Tram Square, because that's where it runs pretty much. So Tram Square. Let me just name it. There we go. I'll probably call it Tram Square Shuttle, but I don't think there's actually enough room for that in the screen. like the little area it gives you, so it's probably not a good idea. Timetable it the same as the Centurion line, like that. There we are. And now to map it out. So let's just go from the main depot because it's got more vehicles sitting there waiting. We want to go to this stop here. We then want to loop around again to this stop here. In fact, no, let's go out this way first, over to here. And then we'll go to this stop here, and then we'll go down to this stop, this stop, this stop, round to that one, across to that one, up to this one, then to this one, back via that one again to this one. And then once it's done all that, back up here, back to depot. There you go, done. So that's about it for today's episode, guys. We've done quite a lot today in terms of rebuilding and restructuring. I'm just going to buy some more Comet Ambiators, Ambiatans, I don't know. We'll get another 10 for this depot just to make sure there's definitely enough vehicles to service the new line. There's definitely enough now with 4 left over, which is fantastic. I need to go back into some of these tram lines and fix the mistake that I made from earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. That cool trick only really works if the depot that you're starting from is still the same side of the stops as where your old depot was. So don't use that trick if you've done what I've done and moved the depot to the other end of the line, because believe me, it does not work. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subbed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I will see you soon.